Hi there, friends. My name is Jess, and welcome to Kissed by Bliss. Soulful radiance for your everyday flow. Burning the candle at both ends, yet yearning to put the spark back in your heart? You've just found your match. Here on Kissed by Bliss, we're passionate about nurturing your entire being, cultivating true happiness, and having those raw, real conversations that resonate with real-life moments. In each episode, we'll journey through the mind, body, and soul to ignite your inner fire and reveal your most radiant self. Together, we'll unlock the secrets to living a life that's both prosperous and soul-satisfying. So, if you're buckled up and ready to go, Kissed by Bliss starts now.
Hey there, soul family! Welcome back to another episode of Kissed by Bliss. I'm your host, Jessica Suzanne. I am super excited to dive into our episode today because we are going to start laying the beautiful foundation for our chakra activation work. And there is nothing more important than laying a strong foundation, because this is what saves us from ever giving up on ourselves, what sets us up for success as we begin to unravel our limitations and rise into higher levels of being and consciousness. Speaking of the life you're creating, have you thought about that recently? What your dream life actually looks like? What your dream life actually feels like? Like really yours, right? From your own heart, your own soul, not what you see on social media or hear about from others. But I'm talking about what you, the listener, really, really wants in your deepest heart of hearts. Perhaps you feel like you're just going through the motions, hoping your dreams will fall nicely into your lap without effort. And while yes, sometimes that does happen, and I'm not here to count that out completely, for the most part, to create our dream life, we actually have to know what our dream life looks like, what it feels like, right? Because if we ourselves don't know, how is the universe supposed to know? It is from our own visions and our own feelings that our reality manifests into form. As we discussed in episode 2, when we were talking about the field of limitless possibilities, how our feelings and how our vibration determines the level of possibilities that we pull from the field. And if you are watching this episode on its release date, which today is 11/11, it is the absolute perfect time to work on this right here, on your manifestations, on your dream life. It's not a coincidence that this episode is coming out today on 11/11, because this is the perfect time to ask yourself, where do you want to be this time next year? I'm almost certain it's not in the exact same spot that you're in today, because we all want to grow. We all want to evolve. We all want more love in our lives, more peace, more hope, more happiness, more bliss. And no matter what your own thoughts may tell you, aka your small self who we met in the last episode, your dream life is available to you. And so, speaking of next year, I can hardly believe that we only have 2 more months left in 2024. Like, where the heck did the time go? Here we are going into 2025. And so, as we wrap up this year, and before we go into the chakra activation series, I want to send you off with the most solid foundation that you can create for your life right now and for your life in the future, so that you can go into 2025 feeling strong and capable and totally deserving to having the very best year of your life, because I am already coining 2025 as the year to come alive. Alive in 2025. Alive in 25. I don't know. Has a good ring to it, don't you think? Okie dokie, so let's jump in here. We are changing things up a little bit today and introducing something called segments, which I'm sure you've all heard about them. I'm just learning about segments and how to operate a show. So thanks for bearing with me and being here for all of the beginning stages. I'm super excited for what's to come and what we have in store, and to just keep making this better and better and more engaging and more helpful for you guys. So if there's anything that you want to see, you can always let me know in the comments below, or you can email me at connect@kissedbybliss.com. So I wanted to introduce segments because I thought that this would be a really great way to keep things streamlined and allow you to easily come back to any segment at any time that you wish to dive deeper into. So I will place the segment timestamps. I will place the segment timestamps in the description below. However, I always recommend, listening to the whole thing through first so that you can really soak in the teaching. So the first segment is called Heart.A, and in this segment, I'm going to share a piece of my soul story as it pertains to the episode's topic to help give you context into your own journey and connect with each other on a more intimate level. So today, I will share a little bit about my struggles before laying a solid foundation and why creating one finally allowed me to get unstuck. Then we'll go into the second segment called Divine Downloads, where I'll share a revelation that completely changed my view of how we create sustainable bliss, which today will be the science behind the bliss, what I think will really knock your socks off, because it certainly did mine. I had no idea about what I'm about to teach you. And then next, we're going to step into Soul School. So that is where we're going to transform this divine wisdom into action, giving you the real life tools to integrate the teachings into your own life. And finally, we'll seal it all with your very special Kiss of Bliss. So welcome to segment 1, Heart to Heart. In our last episode, I walked you through the radiant soul path, that beautiful inner work that we do to awaken our most radiant potential. But here's the thing, that inner work is only one piece of the puzzle. And so today I want to share why balancing our inner work with outer action is absolutely crucial for the lasting and consistent change that we truly want to see. And so you can think about this like building your dream house. You could have the most gorgeous design, the most expensive materials, and the most skilled builders. But if you build it on sand, well, the first storm that comes along is going to shake everything up that you've built. And that's exactly what happened to me. I remember when I first started this path of self-actualization, learning who I was outside of who society told me I was like a leaf in the wind, constantly getting blown around by other people's opinions and searching for answers really everywhere but within. And I got so caught up in what I thought success should look like instead of really understanding what I wanted it to look like. I hired business coaches and various mentors thinking, that other people's success playbooks would work for me too, choosing to follow the crowd instead of following my own heart, thinking that somehow this would make me more professional, more significant, But I was so focused on following everyone else's path that I completely lost sight of my own wisdom. But you know what? The universe always has such a beautiful way of bringing us back to our truth. Because no matter how much I tried to fit myself into that conventional business box, something always felt off. And so, here's what I've discovered. When we don't lay a solid foundation, we're essentially building our dreams on a deck of cards. One strong wind, one moment of doubt, one person's criticism, and everything can come tumbling down. But when you take the time to lay that foundation, to really do the inner work while taking aligned action, something magical happens. You become unshakable. Not because nothing will ever challenge you again, because trust me, those challenges still come, but because you're so grounded in your truth that you can weather literally any storm. That's why now, when I work with women who want to transition out of their corporate careers, we will always start with this foundation and the radiant soul path first. Because without a deep foundation, without a deep connection to your truth, you're just building castles in the sand. And let me tell you, my friend, you deserve way more than just a castle in the sand. Alrighty, so in today's Divine Download segment, I want to share something really, really amazing with you. Something that completely changed my perspective of how we can actually create lasting bliss in our lives. And the best part is, it's not only backed by spiritual wisdom, it's backed by science, baby. So you know how your phone or your computer has, this back-end system, right, that keeps everything running smoothly? Well, our bodies have something similar, and it's called the vagus nerve. And our vagus nerve is what runs our nervous system, essentially. And just like when your phone gets overwhelmed with too many apps running, or your computer gets stuck in that terrible spinning wheel mode, our nervous system can get stuck too, in states of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, causing our vibration to dip, as we discussed in episode 2, and create resistance to receive all of our blessings. And I discovered all this in the most unexpected way. I was having a call with my therapist at the time, pretty much bubbling over with happiness and joy and excitement. And I had all of these feelings that I had never felt before to this degree. The closest thing that I can relate it to is when you're really, really excited about something. You get like this spark in your heart, and you feel like little butterflies are flying around in your belly. And when you think about this certain something, you can't stop smiling. And that is really how I can relate this euphoric state that I was experiencing. And it wasn't just in certain moments, it was occurring all the time. And so when I told her this, she smiled and she said something that really changed everything for me. And she said, "You activated your vagus nerve." And at first I'm like, my what? Like, I had no idea at all what she was talking about. I had never heard of this nerve, And when I started diving more into it, it completely intrigued me. And so we have this nerve which runs from our brain all the way down our body, like this beautiful healing river, right? This beautiful river. And coincidingly, it aligns directly with our chakras and our energy hotspots, and is actually our direct line to bliss. It's our body's natural way of shifting from stress and struggle into states of peace and joy and alignment. Think about it like this. When your nervous system is unbalanced, it's like trying to drive a car with one foot constantly on the brake. You might be doing all the right things, setting goals, taking action, working hard, but something keeps holding you back. You feel scattered, anxious, stuck in your head, always waiting for the next shoe to drop. This was me. And this can piggyback, right, on our energy, on our blocked energy inside of our chakra system. And it's no wonder that we end up stuck and can't get out of second gear. And so when you learn to work with your nervous system and your chakras, as we're doing here, oh my gosh, it's like finally releasing that brake and letting your car run smoothly. Everything starts to flow. You feel grounded, light, confident, motivated, in tune with your body and your inner knowing, peaceful, radiant, all the things that we want to feel. And this is what I call being in your bliss state. It's actually your body's natural way of operating when you really give it what it needs. And so here's why this matters so much. When we understand that bliss isn't just some random state that comes and goes, but actually something that we can cultivate through working with our body's natural systems, it changes everything. It means we can consciously create these states of flow and intuition and inner alignment that we're all seeking. And that's exactly what I want to explore with you today, how to activate this natural bliss state in practical, simple ways that fit into your everyday life. Because when you get this piece right, when you learn how to regulate your nervous system and tap into its natural wisdom, everything else becomes so much easier. Alrighty, are you ready to step into soul school? Class is in session. All right, that's a little dorky. All right, so now that you understand how our nervous system works, that it is literally wired for bliss, you might be wondering, okay, Jess, but how exactly do I activate this magical vagus nerve? Through my own journey and deep study, not only study, but embodiment, I've discovered what I call the 7 universal elements to bliss. And while what I'm about to share with you might sound simple, remember, KISS, keep it simple, sweetheart. It's the simple, consistent actions that create the biggest impact. The first element, what I call divine fuel, and this goes much deeper than just food. You can think about everything you're consuming, not just what's on your plate, but what you're watching, reading, scrolling through, the conversations you're having. Each of these are either raising or lowering your vibration. And before digesting any type of fuel, you can ask yourself, is this going to give me more life, or is this going to deplete me? And so as you start becoming more aware of this, you can start making small swaps, for every low vibe input in your life. You can find a high vibe replacement. So maybe instead of, scrolling social media first thing in the morning, you decide to listen to uplifting music. And this flows perfectly into our second element, which is intuitive movement. You can literally think of movement as medicine for your nervous system. And every time you move, whether you're dancing in your kitchen, taking a stretch at your desk, or, just taking a walk even, you're stimulating your vagus nerve. And when you stimulate when you stimulate your vagus nerve, you release your feel-good hormones. The third element, and this one is absolutely crucial, but I believe it doesn't get enough attention or the credit that it deserves, your beauty sleep. Quality sleep isn't just about rest. It's about giving your nervous system the time it needs to heal, to rejuvenate, and to prepare you for another day of bringing your dreams to life. And so I like to aim for at least 7 hours. Everybody is different. When you feel the most rested. And if you have trouble getting to sleep, you can try cutting your screen time, no screen, 90 to 60 minutes before you go to bed. You can try a warm shower. I love warm showers before bed because there's nothing better than crawling into the covers, feeling fresh and clean, and it just makes you feel extra cozy. Our fourth element is authentic connection. And oh my gosh, I can't say enough about this one. It is so powerful. Your vagus nerve actually strengthens through positive human connection. And so this isn't about, having hundreds of surface level relationships. This is about cultivating a deep, genuine connection with yourself, with others, and with something greater. You can begin to take inventory of your energy around others, noticing whose energy drains you and whose energy lifts you up. And, sometimes not everyone is meant to travel with us on our road to bliss. And those are decisions that you'll have to make with your own heart, with your own inner knowing, because only you know what's best for you. And so our fifth element is another one of my faves. I mean, who am I kidding? All of these are my favorite, or else they wouldn't be on the list. And this element is joy. And it might surprise you to find out that joy isn't just a result of having a good life. It's actually the pathway to creating one. Because joy is one of the highest vibrations that we can experience, right up there with love. And when you actively seek moments of joy, even little ones, you're literally training your vibration to find more things to be joyful about. And so the best thing that you can do for yourself is to really begin looking at your choices, looking at your actions, and asking yourself, is this choice bringing me closer to bliss or taking me further away? Knowing that our life and our future is simply made from a collection of our present moments, wouldn't we want every moment to be as joyful as possible? Moving into our sixth element, we have the miracle mindset. And this is really the foundation that supports all the others. And we talked about this in detail when discussing the radiant soul path and the limitations of our small self, which is our ego and our subconscious mind that try to keep us in the box of safety, afraid to take chances, not believing in our power to make our desires our truth. So today, eliminate failure from your dictionary. There's absolutely no such thing. Every single thing in your life is simply a learning experience, a chance to heal, a chance to grow, a chance to evolve. And if you look at life that way, it will change everything for you. Decide who you want to be and commit to becoming it. When you consciously choose your soul's wisdom over your ego's fears, you're creating new neural pathways for bliss. Okay, so let's go into our final element. Our seventh element is nurturing nature. And it is literally like this amazing revival button for your nervous system. Whether it's feeling the earth beneath your feet, hello, vagus nerve stimulation, or breathing in the fresh air, or just sitting under a tree. Nature has this incredible way of bringing our whole system back into balance. And Mama Earth is always here for us, always ready to nurture us back to life. And so try this today. Go outside in your bare feet and walk in the grass, and the earth will naturally draw out any negative energy that you're holding and fill the free space with peace and love and balance. And so the elements, they work on a physical level, keeping you grounded, while the chakra work that we do elevates your energy, allowing you to reach for the stars, to reach for your dreams. And it's a beautiful, beautiful combo, because here's the truth. Creating a blissful life isn't about making one big change or having one spiritual breakthrough. It's about building a system that supports your highest good day after day, so you can bring yourself to life and feel vitality and love and excitement for everything you are creating and everything you are becoming. Because you, my friend, hold the power. And now for our final segment, your kiss of bliss. This is a beautiful practice to help you to connect with your heart center and activate your very own vagus nerve anytime, anywhere, helping you to open up to more joy, love, and bliss in your everyday life. So find a comfortable position, whether you're driving, walking, or able to close your eyes. And take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. Let your shoulders relax, letting go of any tension that you might be holding. Now, bring your awareness to the center of your chest, your heart space. Imagine there's a beautiful rosebud there, holding all your hopes, your dreams, and desires within its petals. And with each breath you take, imagine that this rose begins to open very slowly, very gently. And as the first petal unfolds, feel a wave of warmth spreading throughout your chest. And with each breath, another petal opens, releasing more love, more light, more bliss into your being. The rose continues to bloom, petal by petal, each one bringing you into a deeper state of peace, love, connection. Now imagine this rose is radiating a beautiful, soft, golden light. This light is your very own inner wisdom, your own divine essence. Feel it spreading throughout your entire body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Take one more deep breath, feeling fully connected to this open, radiant heart space. And know that you can return to this visualization anytime you need to remember your connection to your bliss. Until next time, keep shining bright, sending love, hugs, and high vibes. Chat with you soon. Mwah!
I'm Jess, and thank you for tuning in to Kissed by Bliss. Soulful radiance for your everyday flow. Airing every second and fourth week at 8:30 a.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio. Until next time, keep shining bright. It's the tiny sparks of self-love today that reveal your most radiant self tomorrow. Ready to kickstart your Kissed by Bliss adventure? Hop on over to kissedbybliss.com. That's KISSD by bliss.com for exclusive tools and resources to uplift your spirit and thrive in your everyday life. Sending love, hugs, and high vibes today and always.